guys really thought we can't do it. To be honest, the last 1 hour, I was like, screw this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just gonna put my cycle on the next truck I find and just get to Shinkula. But thanks to her. Like, no, Veda, please, let's go. That we actually made it to the top. So yeah, if she was not there, I would still be stuck there crying like, so I threw a mini tantrum up there, I think.
From the moment I started, I had feelings of giving up. I said, what the hell do I sign up for? You know, sitting at home, comfortable in your couch, you call up Medha, hey Medha, want to go on a cycling trip? Yes, we'll do this, we'll do that. And when you're actually doing it, you say like, where were your brains?
I was cursing everyone. Whoever made me come here like on the last one, and I was like, screw this. Why did I come? Why did I come? Like,
no, and you know, that's the thing about places like this. It wears you down to your very bone.
Yeah, completely.
And you know, that's when I get worn out, she boosts me up. When she gets worn down, we boost. That's why it's so important to come with the right people. Right. If you come with the wrong people, you'll come to the best place on the earth and you won't enjoy it. But when you come with the right people, at the worst moment when you feel it's hell, and still you will have the strength to go on. You have to come with the right people in the mountains. Today we're kind of taking it easy. We're going to Purna, and after yesterday we said take it easy, go at a slow pace. And today we are just going to look around, take in the place.
There's one monastery in Pune called Utkal Monastery, and it's, I think, one of the most beautiful monasteries here. Everyone that we've met has said definitely go there. You see, the only thing is it's about a 2-hour walk from Purni. You can't actually, it's not like on the roadside. So we'll stay at Purni, have lunch there, and then we'll decide if we can go today or tomorrow. We'll wing it once we get there. Look at the colors, na? I think that is Purni.
I have never been happier.
Dave, you want to take a photo here?
Want to?
Yeah.
Okay. So we started from Lakang and now we are headed on to, which is the place we're headed on to?
Purni. Do you see back there? And if you turn the camera there, do you see the small houses?
So there's a tiny village, and I think this is the first time in our entire expedition where we have reached our spot without getting exhausted and crying. So it was the Falls Aram. We thought it was Purni, but this is Karzak, this tiny little village over here. And how far away is
Purni? Is another 5-6 kilometers from here. Okay. And the way is through that river now, darling.
So right now we're going through the village route. So we just crossed over on a bridge. It's a tiny little bridge which only people or either on a cycle by foot could cross. And now we have to follow the river down and we'll reach Purni.
Okay, so we are at Kargyak right now, and यहाँ test होना है हमें अंदर घुसने से पहले, so I'm going inside. This is like fairy tale.
I know.
The highlight is the beautiful mountain right in front of us. It's the holy mountain here, and it's mind-blowingly gorgeous. You know, in fact, I think because of the pass, the valley is still remote. Because no one, there are very few idiots who want to cross that, right? So this valley is still remote. So like idiots like us can come and enjoy this place. On our way to the lost and mystical land of Purni, because it just doesn't seem to be coming. Like we come to the hilltop and like, now we can see it.
when we set out, everyone told us like, it's going to be a downhill ride. And when we came from the past Shinkula, we were still in recovery mode. So we thought it's going to be a very easy, relaxed ride. We did not factor in the whole road being, full of stones. So it actually took much longer than we anticipated.
कल रात हम मिस्टर गॉनबो जी के यहाँ रहे हैं। हमें जाना था लखांग से पुणे, but it turned out to be a very long ride and we were going a bit slowly. So by the time it was 6 o'clock, we reached here and both of us were very exhausted. So हमें गॉनबो जी रास्ते में मिल गए। इनका घर है ये, literally in the middle of nowhere. ये बाहर आए और इनने हमें कहा कि आप कहाँ जा रहे हो, हमारे यहाँ ठहर जाओ। तो हम रात को इनके यहाँ ठहरे हैं और इन्होंने हमें इतना अच्छा खाना खिलाया। प्लीज बताएंगे आपने हमें कल रात को क्या खिलाया और आज सुबह क्या खिलाया?
रात को मैंने खिलाया ना वो
आलू क्यूब। बहुत 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 स्वादिष्ट था। उनका घर बहुत प्यारा है सच्ची एकदम। और हम इतनी आराम से सोए हैं ना कल, जैसे कैंपिंग के बाद ऐसे लगा बस कि अब कोई चिंता नहीं है, सो जाओ।
I think that's what Medha and I were saying yesterday night. Like adventures having a destination in mind, but surprises like this is what makes the whole trip even more worthwhile.
Thank you so much, Gopal ji.
जी।
Today the plan is we head to Pune. I think it should take about an hour, about an hour and a half, and we will try and see if we can stay in the monastery there, Fotkal Monastery. Both of us are really, really interested in that, so that's the plan.
Now the hard part, crossing the pass and all that, that's over. Now we are looking forward to exploring the monasteries over here and taking it in a more relaxed pace, exploring the culture, looking at the monasteries, interacting with the locals and eating local food.
Yes. So we are, I think, just about a kilometer from Pune finally. I think it took us the better part of 2 days just to reach here with people telling us, bas thodi der aur. And it looks like Pune is in the confluence of two beautiful rivers of completely different color. One is coming from this side and the other one is what we've been following right down from Shinkula. So it's a very nice place for the village to be. Hello! So we are on our way to Fotkal Monastery and you can see it's so beautiful.
And this is the whole path up, that we've come through. The whole path. And
You can see the path going up
so
again.
vehicles don't come up over here. Cycles and bikes, we have to park it afar and then walk by foot.
Yeah.
The locals take 1 hour. We might take about 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes. But this is a pleasant trek
Yeah,
today.
it's a really nice path to walk. We are next to the river here.
This is our water refill spot. We filled our water bottles over here.
And as you can see, it's so nice to just sit next to the river and
Take a look at the whole river. We're finally getting our first glimpse of the Fotkal Monastery.
right there. So we are finally here. It was a beautiful walk up until here and we are really looking forward to the monastery.
We've seen photos and videos of this place, but some things never, even if you see the pictures, even if you see the videos, some things do not prepare you for what you see in the real life. The moment we came across the gate and we saw this over here, it's a completely different thing. You have to come over here to see it.
And to be honest, I had never seen pictures of this monastery, and I'm very happy about that, because I have been to Bhutan and I've seen the monasteries there. They're also built into the mountain, but this one, the special thing about this one is it's kind of built inside. Whereas the other monasteries that we see, a lot of places are like hanging off a cliff. This has literally been incorporated as part of the mountain into the cave. Hey guys, we are in Padum. Finally we are here, and it is the prettiest little town I have seen in a long time. It's in a valley, the houses are gorgeous, and it's just like a slice of heaven. What do you think?
Best part is roads, smooth as butter.
Roads have come back into our lives.
Roads, civilization, small joys of life. Finally.
Padum being like the center, there are like some 6 or 7 monasteries around. So every day what we do is we basically try and follow a circuit. We've been talking to locals, we've been getting some maps. Like today we plan to go to Senigompa, to Karsha and Piptinguru. So similarly for the next 2 to 3 days, we'll be just following some circuit or the other and exploring Padum as thoroughly as possible.
So we'll be centered in a hotel in Padum, and then every day one circuit around and explore all the places that the locals tell us is, worth exploring.
So as I was riding, I found there were 2 moments of wow for me. One is when you're riding and you've been hidden, by the mountains, and you're just following a trail, and suddenly you turn a corner and the whole valley just opens up before you. So from being suddenly with a very narrow tunnel view, what you see is like fields and then some brown area and then the mountains and then the beautiful blue sky. As though like someone has punched you in the face. It was so beautiful.
Right now it's just grey and barren, and you have plain, good roads. You cross across bridges, and you just have vast expanses of land, which is, brown. And then suddenly when you come across to the monastery, the cliff where the monastery is, you have patches of green suddenly just sprouting up. You have, settlements over there. I think suddenly there's signs of life coming up where the monastery is.
Among the monasteries, I'm looking forward to Karsha, because I've heard that the views are spectacular from there. So it'll be nice to get a full view of the valley and the Padum below, and also really looking forward to that. I couldn't have asked for a better ending of the day than coming to this monastery. Something in this monastery, the energy here. Full day you have your ups and downs, energy-wise, you're tired, sometimes you're elated and all. You come here and suddenly everything is stilled inside you. So I think this was just like magical. So we guys have reached the bottom of the monastery. It didn't take too long. But I think, to be honest, I'm a little bit worried because it's nearing 7:30 and we have to go to Padum, which is a good 6 to 8 kilometers away. It's downhill, but still we need to hurry to make sure we get there before dark.
I don't know, there is something about being in Padum and being around monasteries where even if I know it's getting late, I don't feel like rushing myself. Like, at the passes we would rush like for camps and everything. There is something about this place that makes me say, I don't care if you have to cycle in the middle of the night. Take your time, because you never know when you get times like this again. Sometimes in life, forget the watch. Go by your heart.
Yeah, I think I'm not that kind. I need to watch because I always keep time. I'm like, okay, I want to get there before dark.
So basically, between the two of us, we have the mind and the heart. And that's always the tussle, and we find a balance somewhere or the other.
In the middle.
I think that's why we have such a good friendship, because it works.
Okay, so it's 8:20 and we guys just reached the last half an hour. To be honest, was a little nerve biting because we could not see to save our lives until Anne realized she has a headlamp in her bag. So we used that, and I, like an idiot, realized almost once we reached the hotel that even I have a headlamp which I didn't realize I had. So I'm like,
I had no idea when cars come towards your direction. My God, I couldn't see anything. I felt as blind as a bat.
oh man.
Okay, next time when I go all poetic, like cycle in the dark, you kick my butt.
You can tell her mind over heart this time. Please get your butt back on the bike and cycle.
My heart agrees with the mind. No cycling in the night next time.
Today on the way to the monastery, when we were coming, the monk told us it's a very steep section. You all can't go by the cycle. Keep it over here and walk. And I went, yes! Finally! No more steep sections, and I was going to keep the cycle. And like, Meera said, try karte. And I said, why is persistence her strength? And try karte.
So we are the two idiots who've cycled up Stonge, Gompa. And this is the view.
We came up here despite godly warnings of llamas saying ये नहीं हो पाएगा. We're like, चल यार जब तक कर सकते करके देखते. And lo behold,
We have reached. And बीच में I stopped and asked Medha, हम भगवान को मिलने जा रहे हैं या भगवान के पास जा रहे हैं?
and I answered कि I think भगवान के पास ही जा रहे हैं. सही रास्ता जा रहा है. But it looks like God had other things in mind. And हम पहुंच गए finally in one piece.
तो भगवान हम लोग आ गए. And my God, the view is spectacular. Just look at the whole valley open up over there. Yes.
And I think as the trip is coming to an end, it's like a beautiful ending. Ki you pushed, and you finally reached.